Morning, everyone. Yes, welcome back to Amy's Trading Journals. Today is 13th December 2020. Another brand new beginning for another week, right? Okay, so what we are going to talk about today? Firstly, about the market weather for today. My summary is it's sunny, especially for Singapore, Malaysia. Hong Kong market today until now is just sideways there. It didn't rise so much, but Singapore has been crazily bullish today, right? Malaysia still the upward momentum remain quite strong recently. Today also went up, right? So that's about the market. We talk about later. Okay. Then second part we will talk about the COVID-19 vaccine delivery, right? It will begin soon. So who would be benefited from this delivery? Thirdly, about Singapore market, we have Yoma begin to move today. Last Friday I talked about Yoma and also Yangtze, right? But for Yangtze today, still in correction today when I was checking. Right? So later we check the details. And also for another two Singapore stocks, Comfort, Delgro and Olam, they show us the first recycle. While Thai Bev, which showed first recycle last Thursday, if I remember correctly, so still remain below the high price of the first recycle. Right? So the buy point not yet confirmed for Thai Bev. And then finally about Nanofilm, it has been crazily bullish today. I checked. Wow, I got mouth water already. So it's so crazy, right? So when it is so crazy, when do we expect the correction would come, right? Maybe after the correction, many people looking to buy it again, but it doesn't give us the correction until now, right? So when would the correction come for Nanofilm? Okay, the last part we talk about individual stock diagnosis. So you want to have your individual stocks diagnosed later. You WhatsApp me. This is my WhatsApp number 6592312307. Okay, the name or the ticker of your stock. You WhatsApp me. I will diagnose for you later. Okay, so before we begin, right, this disclaimer to make. All the stocks mentioned in the video are for the purpose of demonstration and education, not recommendation. Investors should be aware of the risks involved in stock trading and take full responsibilities for their own tradings. Let's check the market performance. For Southeast Asia markets today, I said, generally speaking, the market is sunny, and because today the U.S. market hasn't yet opened, right? So last Friday, U.S. market also rebounded. It rebounded last Friday. After this is for Nasdaq. After we have the yellow Tai Chi signal here on 9th December, we never have the sell point confirmed because the price never dropped below the low price of this Tai Chi signal. After it, 2 days, just a rebound, still now above the low of the Tai Chi. So in near future, if the price never really drop below the low of the yellow Tai Chi, means maybe for US market, the price just sideways there, within the high and the low of the Tai Chi signal here. Then after that, begin to give us another big rally again in future. Possible, right? So we should wait and see whether the level here can hold low price of the yellow Tai Chi and when the price would be able to break up the high of this Tai Chi signal again and give us another rally. This is for Singapore. This is for Nasdaq. And then for the other two, Dow Jones, we would see roughly the performance the same. And for Dow Jones, I mentioned previously about this gap, this upward gap, once and actually twice. This level, right? We got two upward gaps, and now it is acting as very strong support for the current price because Dow Jones, recently the performance is weaker than Nasdaq. It didn't go up a lot. It just sideways there. So maybe the sideways would stay there. Then if the US market doesn't intend to give us the big correction, after the price gets support around the gap area here, turn upward again, hit a new high, possible, right? But we still need to pay close attention. If the price drop below the low of this significant support level of the gap, maybe the correction would be a bigger one. But if we check the current market situation, the vaccine, Pfizer's vaccine, already been approved, right? Later we also will talk about it. The vaccine already approved, and people's expectation about the economy recovery, about the future performance for the stock market would be quite optimistic. I think it will be very difficult for the market to give us very, very big crisis. Maybe just some small corrections. And previously, I already mentioned the US market, and for the other markets, it's let's say a bit high for short term, but the possible correction for short term might come, but short term correction sometimes just show it would let's say would show itself not in the form of correction but sideways, right? So sideways also is called a short term correction here. Sideways just there. Okay, this is for Dow Jones and S&P 500, roughly the same. We got the supports. This gap, small gap. This is the immediate first support level, and this level actually also overlap with the. Don't have Tai Chi? I remember we have Tai Chi. Sorry, I remember wrongly. Oh yes, the Tai Chi was previously. Okay. This is a previous Tai Chi signal here. The level is lower, right? The level is lower. This would be a far away support level from the current price is still quite far away. Not sure whether the correction can touch this level in near future. The immediate support is here. As long as the level can hold, this would just be some sideways, short-term sideways. Then after that, market would turn upward again. Okay, so this is for US. And then for Singapore market, today is really bullish. When I was checking, it's more than 30 points rise. And if we check now, yes, the rally is very crazy. It's 1.46%. Now the price is 2,862 points. Okay, so this is a 40-point rally until now. It's crazily bullish, right? And we is 2,860. 2,860 is here, just around the high price of the previous small yellow Tai Chi, right? We got a small yellow Tai Chi here. And today, the price already reached the yellow Tai Chi high price. And in near future, if US no big correction, then SDI also would not correct so much. And then maybe in near future, Singapore market also would turn upward, right? Okay, so you see the previous upward gap here, it has been very strong support. The price get support here, and then today is sold. Yes, so this is for our SDI. Then for KOCI, Malaysia market also, it's greatly bullish last Friday, right? You see the big long bullish candle last Friday. I mentioned for KOCI, it's just after the long-term bullish reversal because the price finally cleared the strongest resistance around the 1,610, this level, right? The price already confirmed, cleared the strongest resistance. For medium term to long term, KOCI should be able to give us the significant bullish rally for a longer time, medium term to long maybe, right? This is for KOCI. Only for Hang Seng Index today, it's a bit weak until now. Yes, just a sideways there. It didn't go up much, it didn't drop too much, just 25 points drop, 0.1% of a drop. Now the value is 26,480 points. And for Hang Seng Index, if we check the chip distribution again, now you see the price is still below this blue bar here, relatively long blue bar. The value is 26,932. Current value is 26,480. Actually, it's still within the yellow Tai Chi signal, right? So for Hang Seng Index, we have support, very strong support, around 26,290. That would be very strong support. On the other hand, we have resistance at the Tai Chi signal high price here. And the high price actually overlaps with the chip distribution blue bar. Okay, now Hang Seng Index still sideways here. Okay, so that's about the market performance. Generally speaking, for short term, it's still okay, right? It's still okay for short term. And for medium term to long, of course, it's very okay, right? So if you have opened the position previously, just to keep holding for medium term to long term. If you have, targeted medium term to long term, just hold, right? Short term, maybe if the correction can be a bigger one, that would be better for us, because there were some people who missed the previous entry points. Now the price didn't give us a very significant correction for short term. If you enter, still a bit high. For some people, the cost still would be a bit high if you enter now. Okay, but that is generally speaking. If we check individual stocks, of course we can have different, situations for different stocks. So now let's check about the individual stocks. Okay, so for U.S. market, right? So just now I mentioned the vaccine, Pfizer's vaccine already been approved. All right. So the vaccine already been approved by FDA, and the delivery of the vaccine will be arranged soon. And according to the news, there are two companies. One is the FedEx Corporation, and the other one is United Parcel Service. The ticker is UPS. These two express delivery companies, they would help deliver the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine, right? So they have planned to deliver millions of doses of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. And on the other hand, we know that the Christmas is coming, and so there will be a very great demand for the Christmas gift delivery, right? So means what? What we can expect is the revenue for quarter 4 for these two companies would be quite robust. Okay, so then that because we know that investors, they invest based on expectations about the future, and with such good optimistic expectations about these two companies may give us opportunities in future. But I also mentioned the candlestick chart or the technical chart always has the final say. If you really want to make a decision to buy and sell, you better check the chart. So let's check the chart. Firstly, for FedEx Corporation. Okay, so this is the candlestick chart for FedEx. What we know is, based on multicolor dragon, this is extremely bullish share because the big boys, it can be quite stably around 75% for a while, long time. This is a very bullish stock. Okay, so we have identified a bullish stock. So this one worth considering to buy. But the next problem to solve is when to buy, right? So when to buy, of course, for medium term to long term, if you want to buy, the best entry point is here. After the price break up the white lines of homely rainbow, we call it the birth of a dark horse. And at the same time, multicolored dragon tell you retailers gone completely. Big boys increase to be more than 75. So this is the golden entry point for medium term to long term trading. If you have missed golden buy point here, it's already high, and you dare not hold for a very long time, then you can consider short-term trading, right? Then for short-term trading, what indicator to look at? Yes, red and white circle. Okay, what we see is previously we have this yellow Tai Chi signal here. We have the yellow Tai Chi, and after that, the price has tried to break up the yellow Tai Chi signal, but not really succeeded, right? And we see the previous two short-term rallies here, just a small one, because the yellow Tai Chi here, resistance. But now the price is already around the high price of the yellow Tai Chi signal, and now it's still white circle, right? Let's say stimulated by the news that it is going to help deliver the COVID-19 vaccine, maybe in near future, the circle would turn red. If we monitor, if the circle turn red in near future, for short-term trading, we can consider buy. Okay, so this is for FDX. And after you buy, I think if you really feel that this one has great potentiality for quite a long time in the future, you maybe still can consider hold some positions for medium-term to long-term trading, because after this yellow Tai Chi signal here, the price also remain below the high of the yellow Tai Chi for roughly 2 months, right? Roughly 2 months. So that's also considered as a significant medium-term correction. So if you want to buy for medium-term to long, you buy after a medium-term correction. This correction here roughly can be regarded as a medium-term correction. So means if in near future we got the first red circle, you can buy and trade for short-term trading based on the red and white circle, right? You also can consider buy and hold, let's say, for a longer time. Okay, so depends on your own preference. This is for FDX. And the other one, United Parcel Service, right? UPS. For this one, we see now the big boy is not that strong. What we see is the price has already sideways there, roughly sideways there, fluctuate there for a very long time. This is August. August until now, it didn't go up much. It's already 4 months. At the same time, we see the big boys are decreasing. Now it's below the 25% level, right? But on the other hand, we don't have retailers. As long as when the price in correction, retailers don't appear, don't come out, that would be a good sign. That would means maybe the upward momentum is still there. For medium term to long term, we still have chance. So what we see is after this quite long time consolidation here, right? If stimulated by the news in near future, we got the price break up the sideways platform. Let's say if we draw the box roughly here, and this is the previous first red circle on 24th November, right? That day, the high price is $100, $173.11. So in near future, the price, if it clear this level, and the big boys increase, the purple line turn upward here, This one, the rally might be even greater than FDX, because for FDX, the consolidation, the sideways, not as long as this United Parcel Service. This one, the rally in future might be, I'm just saying might be possible, that may be even greater than FDX. But we need to act based on the signal. No buy signal, we don't buy. We only buy when we have a high success rate, when we have the confirmation, when we are safe to buy. Okay, so this is for buy. For sell, you just need to sell, act fast. You need to sell without any hesitation. Sell stocks, you should be fast, but buy stocks, you should be prudent. All right, so this is the trading skills. Okay, this is for the U.S. market. We say the vaccine delivery. From this delivery, these two express delivery companies might be benefited. We just need to wait for the buy point, the buy signal here. Okay, and then for Singapore market, today is so strong. We have so many stocks went up today, sold. And if we check, firstly, last Friday, right, I mentioned about Yoma, right? Yoma. And last Friday is the first recycle. And we have the retailers disappear completely. Big boys, not so much, just a bit. But the pattern is beautiful because we have all the 16 lines of homely rainbow gathered together. I mentioned last Friday, this is a very powerful trading strategy based on homely rainbow, gathering of all 16 homely rainbow lines. And the pattern here is beautiful. Once the price clear the sideways platform of the previous high, let's say the previous yellow Tai Chi signal, the level is around 32 cents. Once the price clear this level, I believe this one may give us also a possible greater rallies in future. And if we check today, the price seems like Yoma already began to move because today it continued going up. J59. Let me change market first. Change to Singapore. Already changed. J59. Yes, already changed. Okay, so you see, today the price continued going up. If you check the trading rules based on first recycle, it is supposed to be confirmed buy points for short-term trading, right? And on the other hand, of course, we need to pay attention to the Tai Chi signal, previous Tai Chi above. There should be some sort of resistance there. But with resistance, if the big boys can increase, energy supply is sufficient, very high probability price can break up the resistance of the previous Tai Chi around 32 cents, right? We just checked. And of course, I also mentioned for many times, if for stock investment, you always have to get prepared for the worst thing that might happen, means your stop loss level. You need to have your losses or risks within your control, right? The probability is high that Yoma in future, it would break up the resistance and continue going up. But if it didn't, right, we still need to execute our stop loss standards. Okay, so this is for Yoma. And then the other one is Yangzijiang. For Yangzijiang, today is still in correction. The pattern is also beautiful like Yoma, right? Also quite beautiful. But Yoma is even more beautiful than Yangzijiang, because for Yangzijiang, you see all the 16 lines, you still can tell one from each other. But for Yoma, all the 16 lines closely gathered, very closely gathered together, so the pattern is even more beautiful. And for Yangzijiang, we are waiting for the price to break up the sideways platform. That's one thing. The other thing is we are waiting for the big boys come. If big boys never enter, then the price will never really begin to give us the big rally. But this one still worth monitoring, especially in future if the economy recover, and Yangzijiang definitely would be quite bullish in future. Okay, this is for Yangzijiang and Yoma, the two I mentioned last Friday, and today I spotted two other stocks giving us the first recycle. One is Comfort Delgro. Comfort Delgro, see, after the short-term correction here, it's the first recycle today. See, first recycle, it already reversed to long-term bullish for Comfort Delgro, and now the price is just at the support of the white line. So this pattern is very beautiful. If you regard this rally as the birth of dark horse, then this correction here is the test of the support, or the test whether this is the successful birth of dark horse. And now it is telling us that it is a successful birth of dark horse because price gets support at the white lines. The white lines a managed to hold, then first recycle, and the big boy is still quite strong, 50%, more than 50%, no retailer, first recycle. It is really a good pattern here, very beautiful. First recycle, if you want to be quite safe, you wait for the confirmation, as I mentioned. The price, the following day, close price, clear the high of the today's high price, then can buy. That's the safest buy point. But if you are aggressive investor, maybe you want to jump into it today. It's an aggressive method. Different types of investors, different strategies. It might be a bit different for different types of investors. Okay, so this is for Comfort Delgro. And the other one is Olam. Olam, in my previous videos, I already mentioned it, right? Remember, before the big rally here, I mentioned Yoma. Okay, so here. Okay. Yes, I mentioned Yoma before the birth of dark horse, right? So, I mentioned Olam before the birth of dark horse. After the correction here for short term, today we also see the first recycle. First recycle today. Also, it's just after the birth of dark horse. The position is low, so we are quite safe, either for short-term trading or even you want to consider medium-term to long-term trading. It's quite safe because it's low position. Just after the long-term bullish reversal here. Olam. Of course, the most important thing, we always need the big boys. No big boys, no energy supply, no big chances. Okay. And then last Friday, I also mentioned about Thai Bev, which also showed us the first recycle Thursday. But after the first recycle, we never get the confirmation to buy until today, right? So this is why just now I mentioned, if you want to be very safe, you wait for the confirmation to buy. You are aggressive investor, you see the first recycle, you enter. Maybe sometimes you have to wait for several days before it really go up. It would drop or it would sideways several days before it really go up. And for some occasions, also it might fail, means it would continue dropping, it turn to a Y circle. Yes, it also might happen because the success rate of the software is not 100%, it's 87%, right? 87%, of course, is very high, but still you need to be quite, careful, right? Okay, so this is for, yes, finally, about the nanofilm, right? So I am proud of my predictions about nanofilm previously. 26 November. Yes, I said that maybe it would become the superstar Singapore high-tech stock, right? And now it's like my prediction is becoming true. And today you see another forceful 6% rally. Of course, you might want to know when would the correction come, right? So we're eager to, let's say, buy again after the correction, because we don't want to chase after the rally. It's already very high, you chase, maybe it's already very close to the period top. For short term, maybe it's already very close to the top for short term. Then you buy, you might be stuck there, right? So when would the correction come? Let's check the end of day, MZH. Nanofilm, because the price keep hitting new highs, right? So what we can do is we just wait for the future yellow Tai Chi signal. If in future the Tai Chi signal appear again, yellow Tai Chi appear again in future, maybe then we should pay special attention if the price is drop below the low of the future yellow Tai Chi signal. That might be a beginning of a significant correction, at least for short term. Because this kind of stock is extremely bullish. The big boys more than 75%, quite stably. Even when we have Tai Chi signal, price effectively drop below the low of the Tai Chi, the correction would be smaller compared with the normal weaker stocks with big boys less than 50%, right? So this is, yes, different stocks, the situation might be different for Tai Chi signal. For this one, even the price drop below the low of the future Tai Chi, the correction may not be as forceful as for the other ordinary stocks. Okay, so this is for Nanofilm, just to keep monitoring. Okay, that's for today's sharing. Let me check, do you have individual stocks to check? Okay, so we've got, yes, one is a Sanders rate, right? A17U. Usually for rates, right? So it is very conservative investment, right? It can be quite stable, but the profit would be very limited compared with some other stocks. But for rates, we still have good rates and relatively speaking, bad rates, and means stronger rates and weaker rates. And let's say for Sanders rates, until now, what we see is, I remove the circle first. What we see is the price still below the yellow lines of Homely Rainbow, white lines downward. It's already long-term bearish for this Sanders rate. And of course, we have the blue Tai Chi signal here. If the price, the low of the blue Tai Chi can hold, you want to do some bottom catch, maybe you can try, but your profit range is limited. What you are expecting is, first the target, the first yellow line of Homely Rainbow, around $3. And then above, we have the white lines and blue lines of Homely Rainbow. They all would be future resistance levels. And the other thing is, until now, we still have quite a lot of green bar, means the retailers. And for big boys, no. So means upward momentum still quite weak for this one. Singapore market now, we have not so many. We have some good stocks, stronger with more beautiful patterns than Ascenders. Why do we have to stick to the weak ones, right? We can just focus on the strong ones, the strong ones with very beautiful candlestick patterns like what I have showed you just now. This is about Ascenders rate. And the other one is Franken, right? Someone already bought Franken. Let me check E28. Franken has been quite weak for a while. As long as I didn't check this one so much recently. Already, yes, give us a rally. I didn't notice that. And yes, Franken now, if your buy price is around $1, yes, $1, you are looking for short-term trading, right? Short-term trading is already first Y circle 2 days ago. Actually, for short-term, you already should have sold away. 10th December is the first recircle, the following day, 11th December, last Friday, you should have sold away. This one, it's not that strong stock. Because you see, the previous yellow Tai Chi, right? The previous yellow Tai Chi, the price still cannot break up the previous yellow Tai Chi here. You see, the price just touch, then begin to drop. Resistance. That's why Tai Chi signal is very powerful to check. Okay, so this is about Franken. I didn't check today. Today it dropped or it went up, rebounded. Let me check the real time. Oh, it just sideways, no much big movement. So for short-term trading, you should have taken profit. All right, this is for Franken. The other stocks to check, Unphase, yes, solar energy. I also spotted this one actually. Last weekend, I also spotted it because it quite beautifully showed us the first race circle, and with so much big boys here. Wow, it's so strong, right? First race circle. It has potentiality. It really has the potentiality in future. Yes, this one, you want to buy safely, wait for the confirmation to buy. Okay, tonight you can check. Yes, the other one, INFN. Oh, also showed us the first race circle. Yes, the price seems like it's breaking up the high price of the previous yellow Tai Chi. Yes, the pattern also very beautiful because I think this is a member, right? This one who want to diagnose stocks. This friend is our homely member already. He has learned very well. I see that he has been able to pick the very good stocks, very strong stocks, and also to find the buy points in time. So that is very good. And actually, it's not that difficult to do. Most of investors, if you join Homely, right? So you can find it very easy to learn, to follow, and yes, success rate really is quite good. It's based on my experience with Homely for more than 5 years because I joined Homely in 2015, right? I joined Homely in 2015 until now. It's already 6 years already. So my experience with Homely, I checked for so many years. The success rate really is good, more than 87%. If you have very rich experience and knowledge, right? Your success rate can be even higher than 87%. 90%, even 95%. Yes, it's possible. Everything is possible for stock investment as long as you keep learning. Learning is the most important thing. Okay, if you never learn, you stop learning, then you stop making progress. Then it will be you can catch less opportunities in future. All right. Okay, so that's all for today's sharing, I suppose. And before we finish, right? So I really need your support. So if you like this video, yes, really, I hope you can share with your friends so that more and more people can know my live broadcast, can join us together. I will be greatly motivated by your sharing. All right, so that's all for today. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.